boys and girls. I'm hoping that the microphone is working now. So we are on lesson 16, which is two-step word problems using subtraction. But we're also using addition, and we're also trying to find the reasonableness of our answers. So, number 1, Zachary's final project for a college course took a semester to write and had 95,234 words. Zachary wrote 35,295 words the first month and 19,240 words the second month. Round each value to the nearest 10,000 to estimate how many words Zachary wrote during the remaining part of the semester. So we need to set up our tape diagram with the actual numbers so that we understand that in all, his final project had 95,234 words. And obviously, Zachary had a great plan to spend the 3 months writing this project because it was going to take him so long, so many words. So he spaced it out. So if 1 month he wrote 35,295 and the second month he wrote 19,240, well, what did he have to type or write the third month? Okay, so we're going to round these numbers to see about how many words Zachary needs to write. So if we round to the 10,000s, 35,000 is closer to 30,000 or 40,000? What's closer to 40,000? 19,000 is closer to 10,000 or 20,000? Well, 20,000. So first we're going to add these two numbers, and 40,000 plus 20,000 is 60,000. So he's already written 60,000, but how many does he have to write in all? Well, 95,000. Would that round to 90,000 or 100,000? Well, it would round to 100,000. So in all, his project had about 100,000 words, and he's written about 60,000. So 1,000 minus 60,000 is 40,000. So Zachary wrote about 40,000 words during the remaining part of the semester. So the remaining part, he would have to write 40,000 words. Next slide. It's not moving for me. Come on. Let's see if I use the arrow key, if that'll work. No, it doesn't want to move for me. Goodness gracious. Well, the next part, if this will actually move for me, which it won't, there it goes, is to find the exact number of words written. So we have to use the first and the second month, and 5 plus 0 is 5. 9 plus 4 is 13. 2 plus 2 is 4, and 1 is 5. 5 plus 9 is 14. 3 plus 1 is 4, and 1 is 5. So far in the first and second month, he's written 54,535 words. He needs to write 95,234. So what's left? So we need to subtract. We can't do 4 minus 5, so we go to the tens place and decompose one of those tens to 10 ones, making this 14. 9 hundreds, making this 11. 11 minus 5 is 6. 4 minus 4 is 0. 9 minus 5 is 40. Zachary wrote exactly 40,609 words during the remaining part of the semester. Now we have on the next slide, if my computer will go to the wonderful, ask if our answer is reasonable. Yes, my answer is reasonable. Estimate was 40. The exact answer was 40,000. Those two numbers are very close. They're only 699. So our second word problem. I don't know why my computer is so slow for me. Here we go. During the first quarter of the year, 51,875 downloaded an app for their smartphones. During the second quarter of the year, 101,949 fewer people downloaded the app than during the first quarter. How many downloads occurred during the 2 quarters of the year? So we know the first quarter, we have our total was 351,875. The second quarter was that amount minus 101,949. So we have to figure out how much together They are. Okay? So, we need to do the first quarter minus what we know about the second quarter to figure out this part. Okay? To figure out how many they actually downloaded. So we're rounding to the nearest 100,000. So 351,000, does it round to 300,000 or 400,000? Well, it rounds to 400,000. 101,000, does that round to 100,000 or 100 or 200,000? Well, obviously 100,000. And 400,000 minus 100,000 is 300,000. Okay, so they actually downloaded about 300,000 in the second quarter. So if we had the first quarter, this is the second quarter plus the 3 plus 4 is 7. So about 700,000 downloads occurred during the first. Now they're going to ask us to find the exact answer and then determine the reasonableness of it. So here we go. So first we have to figure out the difference to find the second quarter. So 351,875 minus 101,949. We cannot do 5 minus 9. We take a 10, decompose it into 10 ones. 15 minus 9 is 6. 6 minus 4 is 2. We don't need to do anything else. But we can't do 8 minus 9, so we need to decompose a 1,000 to 10 hundreds, which gives us 18. 18 minus 9 is 9. We aren't going to have any thousands left because we decomposed it, so we need to go to the 10,000s. And 1 10,000 decomposes into 10 thousands. So 10 minus 1 is 9, 4 minus 0 is 4, 3 minus 1 is 2. So the second quarter was 249,925. So now we have to add the first quarter and the second quarter. So the first quarter again and the second quarter, and we're going to add them to find out how much in all, how many downloads in all. 5 plus 6 is 11. 7 plus 2 is 9 and 1 is 10. 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 8 is 18. 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 1 is 11. Oh my goodness gracious. We don't want that to happen. Stop! Oh goodness gracious. I don't know what's going on. Why this is so challenging. Okay. 9 plus 1 is 10 and 1 is 11. 5 plus 4 is 9 and 1 is 10. 3 plus 2 is 5 and 1 is 6. So 601,801. So 601,801 downloads occurred during the first and second quarters of the year. So was our answer reasonable? So we have to compare our estimate to our actual answer. So to our exact answer. So if this will go down to the next slide, my answer is reasonable since I estimated to the nearest 100,000. This is not the most accurate way to estimate. This should be my estimate is not reasonable since I estimated to the nearest 100,000. This is not the most accurate way to estimate. My estimate was 700,000 and my precise answer was 601,801. They are within 100,000 of each other. Since we estimated to the nearest 100,000, they're within 100,000 of each other, but are they really close? Because as we know, the rule states that the lower place value that you round to, the closer you get to your exact answer. So rounding to the 100,000s place isn't the way to get close to your exact answer. But since we did round to the 100,000s place, they are within 100,000 of each other. So technically they're reasonable, but not really. If you really wanted to find out if your answer was correct. There, it just doesn't want to go. It's thinking. And this is why I do this at school. Come on, go to the next slide. You know you want to. Come on. Uh-oh. It seems a little bit frozen. So the next question is everything in one shot. You may not have gotten to this with the problem set in class, but a local drugstore was having a 2-week back-to-school sale. They started the sale with a total of 36,390 notebooks. During the first week of the sale, 7,424 notebooks were sold. During the second week of the sale, 8,967 notebooks were sold. How many notebooks were left? So, and we have to find out if our answer is reasonable, so we have to round first. So first we're going to add these two numbers, and we're going to round to the thousands. So is this closer to 7,000 or 8,000? 7,000. Is this closer to 8,000 or 9,000? 9,000. And 7 plus 9 is 16. So they've sold the first and second week 16,000 notebooks. Well, how many did they start with? Well, 36. Is that closer to 30,000 or 40,000? 40,000. And 40,000 minus 16,000 is 24,000. So they have about 24,000 notebooks left. We need to find our exact answer. So first we have to add the first and second week. 4 plus 7 is 11. 6 plus 2 plus 1 is 9. Look at that. That's reasonable. And then we have to subtract. And we have to trade to get 10 ones. 10 minus 1 is 9. We need to trade to get 18. 18 minus 9 is 9. We have to trade to get 12 minus 3 is 9. And then 8 minus 6 is 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. So that's 22,999. That's reasonable. There were 22,999 notebooks left at the end of 2 weeks. My answer is reasonable because 22,999 is very close to 24,000. So I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in school tomorrow. And I hope this works because my computer. So I'll see you tomorrow at school. Ugh.